Hey guys, let me know if you can hear me. I'm not kidding. Less than 7 minutes ago, they started doing yard work right outside my window. So there's all kinds of noise right now. It will be going away because I think they've been doing it for, like, I can see them from my window. So it comes and goes. I mean, these are the perils of doing live streams, right? Hi, Cece. Hi, Christina. So good to see you. I'm so glad you can hear me. I feel like I'm having to yell because it's right here. So hi, Mary. Good to see you guys in here. I just wanted to play with the Persona Identity palette today, and hopefully I can do it. Hi, Linda. Hopefully I can do it without a bunch of background noise. I mean, what are the chances that they would start doing the yard work right before? Also, we have another kind of gloomy, overcast day. I think the first day I ever did my live stream, we had a bunch of rain, so it was kind of crazy. And today, I'm hoping the rain will stay away while I start. Oh, we have Brazil here. Wow. And Zoe. Hi, everybody. Everybody's kind of popping in. Love it. And and there's Luke back there. He's actually in view today. I think the past couple of times he was laying in his bed behind me at the foot of the bed, but he's here today. I wasn't able to fully make the bed this morning because he has been laying on half of the comforter. So, hi, Amy. Gosh, we have Kim from Oklahoma, Wendy, Lisa. Everybody's from everywhere this morning. I'm so glad. Hi, Stacy. Thank you so much for subscribing. I just started doing these live streams again for the first time in a long time. And oh, we have Baton Rouge. That is a big last name in Baton Rouge. Very familiar. And Virginia, Mississippi, Canada. Gosh, everywhere. Austin oh, wow. Yeah, you guys, y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Masa, I'm so sorry if I pronounce names wrong. She says she's 29 and dreams that she looks like me when she's 40. That's so sweet. Thank you. Sometimes I feel better than others on certain days. I have on no makeup today because I'm getting ready with you guys. Actually, I did put primer on my lids. Actually, I used the concealer I'm using today on my lids, and I topped it with powder. And I put a little bit of corrector under my eyes because I was trying to save as many steps as I could. I didn't put primer on my face, though. And I just was trying to kind of streamline things where I could because I know I can get kind of wordy, and doing a whole full face of makeup in here might run a little long. So, and I did fill in my brows a little bit with a brow pen. So, and everything else, we're starting from scratch. So let's talk about this Persona palette. Hey guys, love it. For all of you that are just rolling in, so sorry about the background noise. I have people weed eating right outside my window. So I'm hoping you'll stop. Great timing. So I don't know how many of you have gotten this, a beautiful palette, but, and I hate that I don't have just a perfect camera here to do live streams from. You can't just hook up your filming camera and live stream. It has to have a special hookup. And I don't have that. It's very expensive. So I might kill someone. So I need to get the hookup for it, and I just haven't invested in it yet. I wanted to make sure I was going to stick with the live streams, and right now I'm really enjoying doing them. Vanessa says Identity 2 is bold and beautiful, and she needs lots of tutorials. I've seen a few pop up here and there. I know Sona put one up on her channel. It was really pretty using this blue shade, and Kelly Gooch did a tutorial this morning. I think it was this morning. It's been a long morning. Doing 3 looks from the palette that I thought was really great. I'm so sorry about the noise. And so yes, it is very bold, and you know, I've got to run errands today. So I'm going to try and do something with this that is wearable and maybe kind of smoky at the same time. I'm not sure. I really haven't even thought about it. You can tell I've kind of put my fingers through some of the shades. You guys can't hear the weed eating? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Stacy says, I am brave for not wearing makeup. I mean, you know, in half my videos, I don't have makeup on anyway because I'm getting ready or I'm trying new things. So how is this really different? You know, the lighting's a little bit different. I feel like it's a little rougher, but I know, and I'm covering up Luke with the palette. So this is the original Identity. Why don't I turn these this way? So we have the original Identity, which is the cardboard packaging, very sturdy. And then we have the plastic packaging, which is recyclable, of the Persona Identity 2 palette. Now, if you follow my channel, you know how much I love Identity. I have raved about this palette non-stop. Before, I feel like before anybody was really talking about it or raving about it. I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the quality. And by the way, I did buy this. That's a great angle, Stephanie. Just show your chin under there. I did buy this palette myself. I don't know if something happened with me on their PR list or not. I've gotten PR from Persona before, but with their second round of lip glosses, I didn't get sent those for some reason. They did send me something after that. They sent me the Coral Gloss and Zuma. So I got nervous that I might not get this in PR. So I went ahead and ordered it. And I ordered it on launch day, which was August 8th. And I received it 2 days later on August 10th. So I kind of figured if I got one in PR, I might have one for a giveaway. I haven't gotten it yet, though. I don't know what the situation is. So I just kind of wanted to show you the two of them together. And keep in mind the lighting is not perfect in here. But the quality of these shadows is almost unparalleled to me. There's no fallout, but the pigmentation is just beautiful, and they're so smooth and they blend so easily. The daughter in the movie Taken. Oh, what is her name? Maggie Grace. Thanks. I think that's her name. She was in Lost. I haven't gotten that one before. I've gotten a lot of comparisons, but I have not gotten that one before. Thank you. I think she's very pretty, and she's a lot younger than I am. So that was Karen said that she reminded me of the daughter in the movie Taken. She was a kind of a brat in Lost, though, if you guys watched Lost. So yes, and obviously this palette is more bold than the original Identity. I do love the huge mirror though. How great is that? And then in the original Identity, you kind of have this small mirror, which wasn't as user-friendly. And Sona does talk about that, the creator of the palette, about how she wanted a big mirror so she could use it and travel with it. And, you know, they don't even know I'm doing this video. And actually, I think they did comment on an Instagram post, but I mean, it's not like I'm doing it for them. I just really wanted to play with it. So I'm going to do this after I do my makeup because there really is no fallout from these palettes. I think I'm going to go ahead and do my primer and stuff. And we'll get started there. So I have both this Milk Hydro Grip Primer and the Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick. I've tried this twice now. I have mixed feelings on it. I'm still trying it. Thank you. Elizabeth says she loves my videos and has been doing some great tricks I've suggested. And then I'm getting a lot of dog in the background comments. So thank you guys for those. So I can do one on each side of my face, or I can just do one. I don't know. I'm kind of wanting to just try this one because I've been trying this one. I don't know. Anybody want to weigh in? I could just do majority rules, but I'm going to go ahead and apply the Smashbox to half my face. Everybody's saying the stick and one so far. So I think I'm going to do the stick. I haven't tried this before. I mean, I literally just took the little plastic thing off. Okay, everybody's saying Smashbox. We're going to go with that because, you know, that's the majority. But I will have a verdict on this. I've been using this. I will have a verdict on this in an upcoming video. So if you are not subscribed, subscribe. You'll get a verdict on this soon. Okay, I'm kind of I don't know. This is intimidating to me. I don't know if it's similar to the Milani Blue Stick, Zoe, because I have not tried the Milani Blue Stick. And I don't take, whoa, okay. Maybe I should have gotten off that top layer first. It kind of balled up on me there. I think what I'm going to do is on this half of my face, apply it with the stick and maybe kind of pat it out with my finger. Okay, it's really smooth. Pat it out with my fingers. Could you see that kind of smooth things? It's hard to know when you're applying it from the stick though, exactly how much you're applying. That is my only issue with sticks, you know? I think I'm going to do it this way first and then maybe take my fingers in it and apply it just straight with my fingers on the other side. I think it's taking the shine away a little bit. It's weird because it's almost such a thin layer. You can't feel it, which is good. You don't want to feel a primer. I do see a difference in the pores on each side. This is what's weird about live, is that you can't see these zoomed in up close. But what I'm going to do is today on Instagram, I think, is maybe, okay, I'm lying. I did not do it with my fingers on the side because I feel like the stick did a good job. I think I'm going to try and show you an up close update. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me over there. This applies really thin. So I kind of like it. I feel like I'm not going to have to wait a long time for it to sink in before I go in with foundation. Oh, I got a little in my eyebrow there. Okay, I'm liking it. I don't know how it would do on dry skin though. Like, I feel like I could just coat my face in this. And it could never be too thick. I was kind of expecting it to kind of be chunky. It's not. Hi, Amber. You're never late. You're never late when you come into a live stream because people filter in and out the whole time. So it's great to have you here. Okay, this feels good. It feels like nothing, but you can see it did something. I feel like I am more even or something. I don't know. Oh, and I was saying I don't bring the primer underneath my eyes. I always feel like when I use primer underneath my eyes, my under eye area always looks a little bit drier. It kind of takes away the hydration that I have under there. So I just don't do that. That's just a personal preference though. So, oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm going to have, can you guys see the description box right now? If you can, somebody let me know. Does it look like it has a little glow? I can't tell if it does or not. Maybe. It's just my natural luminosity. Okay, so if you can see the description box, all the makeup products that I'm talking about will be in the description box. So you can always scroll down. So this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Stick. So I don't rely, for you guys that are saying you didn't get the notification, first of all, you want to make sure that, I'll say this real quick because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. The notification bell has to have a little parentheses around it so that you get all notifications from a creator. Make sure, because sometimes it can toggle on and off. And if you are still not getting notifications from YouTube, which still happens, be sure that, well, I just don't rely on them at all. I don't ever bother with notifications. I just go straight into my subscriptions feed every day and I just check usually in the morning and see what new things are up, because I had a notification up yesterday evening. So I usually do it at night and then the morning. And I'll just check my subscription feed and I'll go in and I'll hit the little clock or the little 3 dots and I'll say save to my watch later list. And that way I'm just totally in control of what I see and what I don't see, because YouTube is so unreliable with their notifications. And I don't want to have to rely on it. So that's just a tip, is if you go into your subscriptions feed, everybody that you're subscribed to, if they've uploaded something new, that should be there. And I think my notification for this went up, not notification, it was just the public thumbnail for this went live yesterday evening. So you could set a reminder to watch it then. So let's see. You do have to click out of chat to get to the description box. Well, when this goes live at the end, everything will still be in there. So you're covered. Yeah, the subscription feed, it just eliminates all that YouTube reliability or lack of being reliable. So yeah, that is my method. Every time I log into YouTube, the first place I go is my subscription feed to see what's new. And it always, loads in, or at the top are the most recent uploads from the creators you're subscribed to. And I'll go in and just check all the ones I want to watch. It's almost like adding to a Netflix queue. And then the next thing I do is go into my watch later list. And then I'll see all the things that I've added to my watch later list. And then I can just go in and watch what I want when I want. It just makes it a lot less frustrating. So, okay. So now what I am using, hey, Renee. Hey, Miss Kristen. I'm sorry if I don't see some of you because I'm chatty. Julie asked if I have used the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I used that a long time ago and I didn't really like it. And now I'm kind of blanking on what I didn't like about it. I feel like it either didn't control my oil or I could feel it on my skin. There was something that didn't really work for my skin. I don't know. I just know. I think I even returned it. That's how much I didn't like it. So for some reason, it just didn't work for me. Thank you. Pretty Fancy says I'm chatty, and that's why you guys like watching me. Tammy from Tennessee, thank you for your compliments. I'm from Tennessee too. Well, I don't live there now, but that's where I'm from. Becky says she tried the Hourglass Primer for the first time this morning and she really likes it. I'm telling you guys, that is my holy grail primer. And I have a comment. Adelie Mitchell says she thinks the Blur Primer, the Milk Makeup Blur Primer is better for dry combo. And that's probably what it was, why I didn't like it, because I am oily combo. Speaking of oily combo, I'm going to try this NYX Born to Glow. This was brand new in Ulta a couple of weeks ago when I got it. So new that all the testers still had the little seals on them. So yeah, pretty darn new. So I have the shade, because I have not updated my shade match list on my blog yet. I have the shade Soft Beige. And I think this will work. I've been having to add the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy mix into almost all my foundations lately because of summertime. So that's what it looks like. It's not really runny, but it's still kind of thin. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Yes, Luke is here with me. Miss Kristen says, go Vols. Now, I cheer for them when they're not playing LSU, but I'm a Go Tigers girl. I'm an LSU Tiger fan, but I do like Tennessee. I have friends that went to Tennessee. I almost went to Tennessee. I have an itch on my nose all day. Does the Hourglass Primer hydrate and blur pores? It doesn't dry me out, the Hourglass Veil Primer. They also have a number 28 primer, and I'll talk about that in a second. You can't get the Adelie, you can't get the NYX foundation to work or the Smashbox stick. Okay, so the Hourglass Veil Primer is really smoothing. It kind of evens out the skin tone, and it's also water repellent. So if you live in a hot and humid environment, I'm doing half my face just like I normally do so that you guys can see the coverage. And to see how this wears, I will update on Instagram. Maybe I'll just throw in a little comment and a photo into my monthly favorites video too for you guys at the end of the month that kind of may not get on Instagram stories or something like that today. Okay, that applied really quickly. And I feel like in my magnification mirror over here, it's blended in. I don't have my hair up. Don't crucify me. So I would say it's medium coverage, but I mean, okay, back to the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. It is a mineral primer, which is great for the skin. It hydrates, or it doesn't hydrate. It doesn't dry the skin, I would say, but it never makes me feel parched or anything. But it smooths, it kind of blurs everything out and just really makes foundation last longer and look better, minimizes pores. And I do need a little bit more. And I don't know, it just kind of does everything a primer should. It's not silicone-y. I love it. It's kind of everything that a perfect primer should be for me. And I feel like so many people that finally try it really love it. So that's why I like it. And no, I do not think that NYX Angel Veil is a dupe for it. People say that all the time, but I don't think that is the case at all. The NYX. Okay, so Adelie Mitchell cannot get this NYX Born to Glow to work for her. So we're going to see if I can get it to work for me. Adelie, what skin type do you have? I am one of the rare people that doesn't really love Touche Silk Canvas. I don't feel like it did a lot for me with my oil control. I still have it, and every now and then I pull it out to try it again. But I don't know. Actually, I sent it upstairs with Brooke. And which, I mean, oh my God, how expensive is that, right? I'm giving it to my 14-year-old. But every now and then I'm like, you know, people rave about this. I need to try it again. And I feel like I've tried it about 6 times now. And I don't love it. I don't love it compared to all the other primers that I love. And I do have a video on 7 foundation primers that I love or something like that. If you want to take a note and go watch that after this video, I do have that. So, okay, this is what that looks like on my skin. Keep in mind, I don't have under eye concealer on. So, oh, and the Hourglass, they have a number 28 primer that a lot of people with dry skin really love. My makeup artist friend she does makeup for a lot of celebrities when they come to town. She used to work for Laura Mercier. She's very, very good. She loves the number 28 primer. The number 28 serum primer, yes. And Miss Kristen mentioned that too. Pressed powders as good as the Charlotte Tilbury one besides Flower Beauty. Let's see. Okay, so Telma is asking for input from all of us. Do we have any suggestions for pressed powders as good as the Charlotte Tilbury besides Flower Beauty? Because she has an issue with parabens. And the Charlotte Tilbury has 4 types of parabens. Now, I don't have the ingredient list of the Flower Beauty. The number 7 powder, pressed powder, is so, so good. And the Maybelline Fit Me powder is also really good. Too Faced has a pressed powder. I want to say it's in a pink package that's really good as well. The Nikkia Joy Powder is great, but it's not pressed. And she was asking for a pressed powder. Okay, so we have the NYX Born to Glow. I kind of had a little zip down here, but I don't think it really needs covering that much, so I'm going to leave it. I know you guys can't see it because my video quality is kind of crappy right now. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. So for right now, for this concealer, I'm also a little torn on this one. I've tried it a couple times, but it's still new to me, so I wanted to play with it a little bit more in this video. This is the YSL Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer. Let me know if you guys like the original Touche Eclat. Yes, Lisa J has raved about the number 7 recently. I've raved about it many, many times. It's a great, great powder. I think next to the Flower Beauty, that is to me an exact dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, I don't know about the paraben, the ingredients. It is, the number 7 is probably my second favorite drugstore powder, pressed powder. And the number 7 loose powder is terrific as well. Okay, so here's the thing with this, and I have to have a tissue here because I used this and I hadn't used it in a little while. And then when I went to go use it again, it drips out. Did you guys just see that? I mean, I almost got it on my leggings this morning. There's no parabens in the Flower Beauty, says Renee. Thank you, Renee. So that's the one thing. I mean, this is a little bit messy. And that's the only thing that I was like, I don't know about that. So I'm going to go in with a sponge on this side. Yes, Emily did a dupe video of just Charlotte Tilbury products. I can't remember when that was, but she did a good job with it. So she might have another dupe that, you know, my dupe in my dupe video that I just did was the Flower Beauty, and it is spot on. I love it. And Emily, no, she does not do sponsored videos. I think that is absolutely wonderful that her channel, you know, obviously she started YouTube way, way before most of us did that, you know, do sponsored videos, but, you know, most of us that do them with brands that we trust and products that we love and things like that. And, you know, Emily is very fortunate to be able to make money doing what she loves without needing to also incorporate that to make money to support her channel. And it's such a rare thing to be able to do it that way once you get to a certain point. So this says high cover, but I don't know if you can see that, but I don't feel like it's that high coverage. Yes, it does. This concealer drips a lot. Yes, the Flower Beauty powder that I was referring to is the Light Illusion powder, and I have the shade Porcelain, and I'm not fair, but I feel like Porcelain in the Flower Beauty Light Illusion powder and Fair 01 in the Charlotte Tilbury give, on my light medium skin tone, the closest thing to a translucent powder look. I can press them in with a sponge or dust them on with a brush, and they look pretty much like just translucent powder. I don't like any pigmentation from a powder underneath my eyes. That's why I don't like the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I mean, you guys, this just drips so much. The MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, like that's my favorite finishing powder, but I don't like it underneath my eyes because it does give pigmentation. Okay, so I'm just putting this in the darkest spot with my finger because maybe that sponge is taking away some of the pigmentation, which, you know, that doesn't really happen with a lot of my concealers, but maybe it's because this one is so thin. Okay, I don't know. I'm just not really in love with that. Yeah, so Wendy says, I haven't tried, wait, hold on, back up. Adelie says she likes the Jouer pressed powder, but she wanted to try the Charlotte Tilbury, so she's getting the Flower Beauty. I think you'll like the Flower Beauty. It's so pretty. And Wendy says she sees nothing wrong with doing a sponsored video as long as you stay honest and only do ones you believe in. And obviously I agree with that. And I think that there are so many, I think what happens is that there are so many creators that have given sponsored videos a bad name by not being honest or doing too many of them or what have you. And then those of us that actually are honest with the brands that we partner with, you know, we'll inevitably get those comments like, you know, oh, this is sponsored or whatever. And I mean, we have to make money. We have to support the channel. You know, I mean, I've got this connector I want to get to be able to hook my camera up to be able to do live streams where I'm not grainy and it's just better quality so you can see the makeup a little bit better. But it's like $500. I mean, you know, it's like upgrade camera stuff and computer stuff and software and hardware. I mean, it's expensive. And, you know, I know people like me, or actually every YouTuber that I ever talk to, which is a lot, there's a little community of us out here that keeps in touch. You know, I'm not going to pull from my family money to do stuff for my own needs. You know, that's household money. So what I need for my channel, I have to make on my own. And, you know, sponsor videos for brands I would never ever steer my community in the wrong direction, because that would be going backwards from what I believe in, because the community is where everything starts, you know? I mean, I wouldn't even have a channel if it wasn't for you guys. So, you know, why on earth would I tell you guys to go get something that I don't believe in? So anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that tangent, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of equate it to, like, you know, magazine beauty editors and things like that. I mean, you know, they have to make a living. We have to make a living too. So, and I say that too. Tracy said, no one wants to work for free. And I've gotten such, and other creators that I talk with have gotten such negativity in the comments about sponsored videos. And, so, you know, and I've said that to people in the comments. I'm like, would you do your job for free? Probably not. I love doing this, but it takes hours and hours and I can't do it for free. So, brand trips. Oh God. Okay, hang on really quick before I get down this rabbit hole. I am using this CoverGirl True Blend Minerals without dumping any out translucent powder. This is new. Not impressed with the packaging whatsoever. It's very cheap. It seems to have kind of a thicker consistency. So I am using it very sparingly with a brush underneath my eye, and I'm going to tap it into my face with a sponge. I'm going to do it on half of my face and see how it goes. And then on the other half, I'm going to use, where did it go? The Nikkia Joy Powder. I really, really like this powder so far, and I'm still kind of trying it out. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to kind of switch up the powders. Okay, brand trips. You know, I've never been asked to go on one. I'm not that big and wanted, but I don't know. To me, this is the thing. Brands have marketing budgets that they're going to spend those dollars anyway, whether it's on creators or a big ad campaign or whatever, and they're going to allocate those dollars. And so if they're going to allocate them in that manner, that's really their call. I'm not sure if I would go on one if I was asked. I don't know. I think because I feel like they can be off-putting to a community. Okay, that actually looks pretty good on the sun. I'm not sure if I like it under the eyes, but I do want to try the Nikkia Joy on the other side and see how they perform during the day against each other. Ginger Snap says she loves watching smaller creators grow and get recognized by brands and become more successful. Me too. I mean, I say that personally, but I say that when I see other smaller creators grow and get recognized and things. I'm watching some, you know, now that we're very small and now they're, you know, have 50, 60,000 subscribers and they're growing and they're bigger and they're just, you know, they're getting more PR and it's just exciting. And even some channels that are smaller than that, I've become, you know, really good friends with some of them. And, you know, they'll contact me for advice on what to do when they're negotiating with brands for, you know, sponsorship or a contract or something, or, you know, they'll ask me for advice for things, you know, and it's just really cool because I remember being there and it's hard to do that stuff on your own. So, you know, that's another reason why I created my website, you know, to help people with this kind of stuff, because, you know, to create a community, the Facebook group and all that, because it is really hard to do this on your own. The pricing and the branding and the figuring out lighting and all that stuff. I say that as my camera quality stinks with this live, and I do feel, Wendy says you save us money by doing this. And I do feel that that's my goal. You know I talk about high and low end products, both, but I'm just dusting away the excess with the brush. But I feel like the whole purpose for me is to help you guys make better informed buying decisions. That's what I look for in channels, and that's what I hope to give you. You know, we get so many comments. Sometimes people come in, they'll be like, you know, you're just doing this for the money, and they just say such ugly things. You know, not overall. I mean, overall, people are so positive, but I'm like, yes, I spent 8 hours making this video, not filming, obviously, but all the stuff. You know, I can't remember what video it was. Somebody came in, they're like, this is obvious you just did this for the money. And I was like, do you know how long it took to make this video? No, this is not just for the money. And it was a video that I labored on, and it was to be helpful, genuinely helpful. It's just people, it's just a weird thing, you know? So Amethyst says, yes, it's expensive. She had to use her income tax refund to buy equipment for my videos. See, I mean, it's very difficult. And then, you know, if you're like me, you don't get income tax refunds to do that with. You know, I mean, our house, we don't get a refund. We have to pay. And now, you know, we pay quarterly taxes because my husband is self-employed. And so it's difficult. Oh, there's Luke. Look, what is he looking at? You guys see him? He's just staring out the window, which means we could have a barking incident during this video. I have also commented what Tracy just said. We're getting tips for free. What's the big deal as long as they're honest? Because you can tell if they are honest or not. To me, I feel like you can. And if you feel like someone's not honest, don't watch their videos. Don't subscribe. Exit out. That's what I do. You know, if you feel like they're putting on a show. Okay, I kind of screwed up here because I had these 3 cream products that I was going to try before I put on powder, and I did not. So let's see. I think I'm just going to have to do my normal. I definitely am not going to do the bronzer, but I might try and tap in the highlighter with my finger and the blush. But I'm going to have to put on a powder bronzer. Wow, really didn't mean to do that. That's what happens when I start yapping. So Miss Kristen, the cover girl, you didn't like underneath your eyes. Miss Kristen said she didn't like something underneath her eyes. Nikkia Joy's powder looks really nice under the, oh, I didn't even comment on Nikkia Joy's powder because I've been using it, sorry, and I kind of forgot. It depends on the cream that I put over the powder, whether it works or not. It just depends. Some do really well and some don't. I love the Nikkia Joy powder so far. I've really been enjoying using it. It applies really nice. It smells so good. It reminds me of one of my strawberry shortcake dolls from when I was younger. It kind of has a, like a cake batter or sugar cookie scent, which, you know, if you don't like scents, you won't like that. But to me, it's such a soft, sweet smell. I'm sorry, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Tantastic bronzer. It's just such a no-brainer bronzer for me. I don't even think about it when I put it on. It was sitting right here. So this is not new. This is what I'm putting on. And the By Terry Hydro Powder, for some reason, dried out my under eye area. It just made it look dry. I don't know why. Why did it do that to me? I don't know. And that was another product that I tried over and over and over, and I tried to get it to work, and it just didn't. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. So the Nikkia Joy powder, I feel like it's one of the, you know, there's very few powders that I feel like truly perform really well underneath the eyes and on the face, just really beautifully. In terms of controlling oil and shine and being able to look good under the eyes. And the Nikkia Joy powder does that really, really well for me. So I'm going to take this. What am I going to do with this? Okay, this is the NYX Bright Idea Illuminating Stick in the shade Coralicious. I just put it on the back of my hand. And I almost think, do I want to put it on the sponge and tap it in? No, because that's not showing up at all. So let's do the finger. I need to try Joa. I've not tried this brand. Is that how you say it? Yes, I did a video, the underpaint. So Ginger Snap says she applies her creams before foundation, underpaint, and the powders after, so she never messes up her application. Yes, I did a reverse foundation video after. I didn't call it underpaint. I called it reverse foundation. It was after Sam Ravindal did hers, and it was, you know, came out, it's pretty big, and I tried it, and I really loved the way it worked. But I just completely forgot that these were here today. So I kind of do it both ways, depending on, I don't know, my mood, you know, kind of like with everything else. Okay, this is nice. This is applying very well over. Does that look even? Very well over powder. See the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Diffuse Light Powder underneath the eyes. I know Elle Leary likes the Ambient Lighting Powders. I don't think it's Diffuse Light. It's a different one. Ethereal Light, maybe. I don't really like them underneath my eyes. I feel like the sheen and the shimmer just nothing but emphasize the texture underneath my eyes. And so I've tried it and I gave up on it pretty quickly. But I mean, it just may have to do with the amount of texture that you have underneath your eyes. And also, I just don't like putting extra pigment underneath my eyes. That's just me. Everybody's got their own thing. So I kind of felt like I had a little bit more pigment over here. So I'm just kind of taking my Beauty Blender to kind of bounce that out a little bit. It's pretty. It's got kind of a little glow to it. I'm intrigued by the new Milk Makeup Stick Foundation. Yes. Yes, Miss Kristen doesn't like shine under her eyes either. This blush, I know, it's really pretty. The shade, again, is Coralicious, and this will be linked. It is already, if you can get to the description box, but if it exits you out of chat, you can, it's in the description box. So with the replay, we'll have these products in them. And I'm taking the NYX Bright Idea Illuminating Stick in Chardonnay Shimmer. And I'm just gonna tap this along the high points of my cheek. Let's see. Hi, Lori. Good to see you. I love a good coral blush. If you've been following me, you know that. Okay, these are really easy to apply. I hope they wear well because, I mean, the portability of stick products is just really nice. Okay, we're at 11:40. I gotta speed this up. I am going shopping today with my son. Didn't see that coming, did you? To get his laptop for school. He leaves on Saturday. We move him in to his dorm on Saturday. So it's a big week. Got some packing to do, some shopping left to do, and yeah, so I don't think Saturday I'll be in a very good place. It's going to be kind of sad, actually. So the bronzer that I did not put on because I goofed up is Maui Suntan. I will also have this linked because I did intend on putting it on. And this is what it looks like on the back of my hand. And if I were to kind of spread it out, it kind of just, I didn't blend the edges, obviously, but it's nice. There is a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not too, you know, glimmery. Okay, I got some glow going. It's nice. I know, I mean, it's sad. The whole dynamic of the house is going to change when he leaves. So I'm a little, I don't know, I'm just sad, but you know, I mean, it has to happen and he's excited. He can't wait. Lori is talking about the Tarte Amazonian clay that's peachy colored. I have a Tarte Amazonian clay that's kind of peachy colored right here, right underneath the tray that has all of these products. This one is called Captivating. I don't know if this is the one that you have. This might be, I don't know. That's what this one is. It's really pretty. But I know they have a few that are peachy and a few neutrals and all that stuff. He is not going out of state. He's just going to LSU, which is like an hour and a half away. But, you know, so it's not like me when I left my mom and I went 7 hours away. So for that, I'm grateful. But at the same time, it's just the whole, you know, house dynamic and him being gone and that whole thing. It's just, I'm just not ready for all those changes. And I mean, even Brooke, who's 14, you know, they do have a pretty good relationship, even though they pick on each other all the time. And she says she's going to miss him too. So, okay, I am going to take, I'm kind of toggling. Okay, I'm starting with the Persona Identity 2 palette. So Lori is asking, how many kids do I have left at home? I just have the 2. I have Brady, who's going off to college, and then Brooke will be here. She just started her freshman year of high school. Like Miss School Girl, you might like the space and more time with your daughter, but who knows? That would be great if my daughter was ever home. She's gone all the time. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of me and Michael. I feel like I'm already partly an empty nester. So thank you. Someone complimented my watch. I usually link a similar version of this in my description boxes if I'm wearing this. If I don't have it in there when the video ends, I'll add the stuff that I've left out that I talk about, because this one's a little bit hard to find. I think that I don't know if they still make it or not, but they do usually have one kind of like it on Nordstrom. It's just, it goes with everything and it's so easy. It's not overly expensive for a watch, you know. I love this palette. I love it. I think it's great. Well, I mean, I haven't even tried it yet, but I love Identity 1 so much, and it's the same formula, and I just love the shades. So I'm going to take, can't decide if I'm going to take Passionate or Loyal into the transition. So that is those shades right there. There's a lot of pigmentation in this palette. I need a tissue. I think I'm going to take Loyal in the transition and then take Passionate in the crease. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use. Y'all, this mirror is so good. So this is Loyal. I'm taking, yeah, so Brenda says it gets easier. Try to remember this is what you raise them to be successful and to be able to live on their own. That's so, I mean, it's true. It's absolutely true. It's just weird, you know? So yeah, so we are going to go shop for, well, we're going to go buy his laptop today and get all his stuff. This is the Sigma E40 taper blending brush. This is, you can see this. It's not too deep, but you can still see it. It's really pretty. That's a great transition shade. Yes. And you saw how quickly that blended. I mean, obviously, because I am live, I'm not speeding up anything at all, you know, because sometimes when I'm doing just tutorials. So I haven't blown this palette off. I'm hoping you can see that. There's almost no kick up there. This is why the quality of her shadows is just fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and run the shade along my lower lash line. And yes, Vanessa, I did get the BK Beauty brushes. I don't have them yet, but I did get them. Oh, Julie, I'm sorry. Julie's daughter just moved out this week, and she says it's kind of depressing to walk past her room. I'm sure. I'm so sure. I'm sure I'll be there with you. Brooke, my 14-year-old, has already talked about wanting to redo the media and playroom, and we do. We need a new sofa in there. Like we just have money to throw around on new furniture, but it's disgusting. I'm like, you know, Brady sits up there and he plays Xbox and just hangs out with his friends. And the sofa, when our air conditioner was out, I went up there to escape the heat from downstairs. And I was just like, what have you done to the sofa? I mean, it just looks disgusting. So hopefully we can find something that's not too expensive, since it is going up there with, you know, still teenage girls, you know. This brush is the Delium Tools Golden Triangle 780 pencil brush. I like this pencil brush because it's got kind of a rounded tip to it. A lot of pencil brushes have really pointed tips, and this one's kind of a dome shape, so I kind of like it underneath the eyes. Let's see. I did get the shipping notice for the BK Beauty brushes, but they haven't gotten here. I think they'll probably be here today. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers. So Persona makes a really, really good brush. This came, I think, with my Copper Theory kit, the smaller eyeshadow kits that she makes. That one's really great for blue eyes. I'm going to use this one for Passionate in the crease. This brush is such a great shape for just really blending things out. Let's see. hold on. Oh, Tanya, no, I was just getting into a discussion about it. You're good. I think Tanya thought I took her wrong about the Emily thing. No, I kind of like to address that sometimes anyway, just because it gets brought up. I kind of figured it might be brought up in the discussions anyway at some point, but no, it's totally fine. So Telma says she likes neutral shadows and is kind of afraid of colors. She sometimes buys colorful palettes just to admire them. And she got the BH Cosmetics Brazil palette for the colors and the name. BH Cosmetics makes some really pretty palettes that are not really expensive. They're really good quality as well. Okay, so can you see how that kind of just graduates some color now up to that transition shade? Linda says she likes my furniture because most people have white. So look at the difference there since I added that shade Passionate in the crease. I'm liking it. I don't know what to put in the lid now. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm sorry. I got distracted by my eyeshadow. It happens. I'm kind of also touching the outer crease with it a little bit too. I don't know why. The brush just went there, and so I went with it. Let's see. I'm not really worrying about it going, into the lid space at all, because we're going to cover that up with a very pigmented shadow at some point. Okay. Okay. I feel if you'd used any other palette, you would have definitely had to have blown these two shadows off a lot by now. And there is just nothing to have to blow off of this palette. So I'm almost thinking I could go with a smoked out kind of brown look. I have to run errands, so I'm trying to keep it to where it's not too crazy, and do Brave in the crease and then this on the lid, and I could just go with a smoked out brown look. But I know you guys probably want to see something with color. So let's see. Oh, I kind of want to use this. We got the blue, the green, the purple. These are the shades, purple or blue. And then we have this, hold on, let me get this bronze. We're going on the thumb now, and the bronze. This is the weirdest swatching I've ever done. Green, green, purple, green, purple. All right, we're having the purple, a lot of purples, and some greens. All right, so I might just put that purple. Okay, I can't get these off my fingers. Green and purple. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the green and just kind of wash it out. I'm going to go with, what brush am I gonna use here? I'm going to use a little flat brush. E55, where's my E54? Sorry, I'm having a brush moment. There it is. Okay, I think I'm gonna use the green because it's different than any other green that I've used before. And I'm gonna take it on this Sigma E54. And I have a flat brush that I can use. Yeah, okay. But I'm gonna try it on here first. Okay. Okay, so usually to get this kind of pigment, you would need to use a really flat brush, but that is not the case right now. I know it looks like a hot mess right now. So I'm just taking this up, and I don't have anything sticky on my lid at all. I didn't spray it with anything. gonna take, where's my blending brush? Why can't I find any of my brushes today? Let's see. I'm gonna take, I think, a little, actually no, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out and see what we have here. Okay, now I'm gonna take, I don't know why I do that when I think. When I think, I have to make that noise. I'm gonna take the shade Brave, which is just a matte brown. Amethyst is digging this look so far. Wow, this is what I'm saying. Gonna have to invest in this palette. The green is like, wow. So I kind of want to take this brown shade and just emphasize that smokiness a little bit. We're just gonna see if this deepens it up a little bit. I mean, you can actually see that brown pigment on top of the green. And I'm just lightly gonna kind of deepen that right there. I'm taking a very, very pointy brush. This is the Sigma E45. Yeah, Brady, let's go run errands. I have a very subtle look going on today. I think I'm using you guys as the mirror. Okay, I can't do two different eyes because I am going somewhere today. Or I could just take it off and start over before we leave. I guess that would be an option. And I'm gonna take that Brave underneath the eye. So did you guys just see me do that? Because I wasn't really, and this is gonna look much better with mascara and liner, so hang on a second. If I feel like something might be a little too pigmented for underneath my eye, I just tap off the tip really quickly. And because this is a pointed brush, I'm just using this same brush underneath the eye. And I'm only taking it maybe halfway in. There's almost no fallout. I mean, a minuscule amount of fallout. All right, so we have this, but I'm going to take this Sigma E38 Diffuse Crease, and I'm just going to take, actually, let me see something. I'm going to take Passionate and Kind. The names of these kind of remind me of the names in Emily Noel's palette. I just want a little bit more of that in here, just kind of lightly blending that brown up a little bit. I've got like 4 brushes in my hand right now. Yeah, I'll have to do a purple another day, I think. Okay, so I'm taking Kind, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and just putting it on my brow bone, and I'm taking Honest, which is just this kind of peachy, shimmery shade, and I'm putting that in the inner corner. And I'm gonna just dust off right here. And I like to line with what's in the palette. If there's a shade in the palette that I think will line really well. I'm not even sure if I really need to line a lot. There is a little bit right here, but I'm gonna line with this black shade, which is called Limitless. And I did get it dry. And I'm just taking, I don't know, a modified wing approach, which I do a ton, to kind of give more of an uplift. I mean, this is nothing, you may not even be able to see it. You'll just see the effect of it. So to me, this palette complements the original Identity palette really, really well, because you get your neutrals from the original Identity, and then you can really just bump up the looks with this palette. How do I keep my hair slick in humid conditions? So I have 2 hair videos. So if you Google Stephanie Marie hair, not Google, if you YouTube search Stephanie Marie and hair, that will come up. I kind of feel like Wayne Goss right now. You know how he does one eye and then the other? Yeah, so that's what I typically, I have that in those videos. I'm going to have to touch this up a little bit, and I'm going to touch this up with, what am I going to touch this up with? My Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher, because I feel like I do have a little bit of that dark under there, and that's probably, you know, just from me not really knowing, you know, this palette yet and stuff, how to, and I don't think I was paying attention to how hard I was tapping off the brush. Sorry, I can't apply makeup and talk all of a sudden because I'm trying to focus on what's going on over here. And I'm gonna probably redo that powder and highlight. That will take care of that. Yeah, I know he's always got like the, you know, one half of the face and then the other. Okay, I'm just gonna redo that powder really quickly. And I may have to just go with the, all right. Sunshine says she wanted to say that she loves how I show and use products that work for women over 30. I have to, girl, because I am way over 30. And so I've got to show those products because that's what you need. That's what I need. And that's what it's all about. Look at how white that just got. There is a distinct difference in these sides, as you can see. And I will just reapply that highlight if I need to. I'm just kind of showing you how to touch up if you do get fallout. It's kind of morphed into a different type of video right here, didn't it? So, okay, I'm going to do mascara on this eye. Actually, no, I'm not going to do mascara yet. I am going to finish this eyeshadow. I'm probably going to go through pretty quickly on this eye just because it's noon. Let's see, I did that, but I didn't do the green. I know, I love Wayne Goss too. Gail, it makes you a moderator by default now. So let me know if you don't want to be moderator, Gail, because it just sets you as that now. I'm sorry. I keep using my Simple Human mirror here on accident. Thank you, Tony. Tony says, I'm the best. I don't know about all that. But yes, so what I was saying earlier before I kind of got derailed playing was that I feel like this and the Persona Identity 1 palette truly do complement each other so nicely, because if you have one, you've got the neutral shades with some other shades. I've got one sitting right here, so I can show you that when I'm finished. I'm really just tapping this and then kind of blending it into the eye. This is just kind of a smoky, why can't I say the sentence? Not as errand running looking as I was going to have it be. All right, going back into that brown shade Brave. Of course, my eye starts to water right now. Did I say how much I love this mirror in here? Okay, and again, just very lightly taking that up into that crease area. Brady's going to be like, Mom, seriously, tone it down before we go anywhere. What is up? So here's something that I do as I am doing my eye makeup. You know, when I look straight ahead, I'll notice, I'm going to blend that. I haven't blended it. I'll notice that, you know, I'll go up a certain amount on one eye, but I didn't go up that much on the other. So then I'll go back in and I'll even it out, because one eye, this eye is a little more hooded than this one. So I do kind of have to make it lift up a little bit more with this illusion of shadow. Helena says I can run errands with this look. You think? I mean, I don't know. I feel like I kind of have to amp up the outfit. I have to run dressy errands. I'm going to walk up into the electronics place and they're going to be like, well, hey. Okay, and what did I do next? Let's see, I took, probably just banging these brushes in here, and it's probably super loud. All right, so I'll just blend this out. Oh, I didn't go underneath my lash line. I knew I missed something. All right, guys, you're pretty awesome. You're saying just go. I think I want to kind of diffuse that a little bit. I just got silent, sorry. Sometimes I have to concentrate, you know? Okay, so I'm taking that Kind shade on the brow bone again. I'm taking Honest, that peachy shade, into the corner. Ooh, that went way more in the corner here. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see if I need, see, I tapped my brush off more on this side, but now I feel like I need to, no, I don't. Stephanie, stop. Okay. I'm going to put that highlighter over here. I was going to cover that up with that Touche Eclat since I did over here, and I felt like my sides looked a little uneven, but then that's going down a whole rabbit hole, so I'm just not going to bother with that. It's like I started with this eye and I did it partially and then I didn't finish. And now I feel like, actually, I feel like my light has gotten a little bit brighter over here, and I probably just dropped something. I probably do need to put more bronzer over there because I kind of whitened it up with that. So let me just put that mirror right in front of you guys. That's helpful, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. That's more even. Okay. Mascara. Let's see. Thank you. I got to get mascara on. I feel like it will look a little bit better with mascara. And lipstick. Okay, the lipstick that I'm going to use and mascara are both right here too. And oh, I do want to kind of look at both of the Identity palettes when I didn't eyeline my eyes. Eyeline my eyes? My eye on this eye. I I forgot something. Guys, you're supposed to tell me that. Stephanie, the eyeliner. I know it's kind of dark here and you probably can't see it, but I did line this eye. Just with a tiny bit, you can kind of see. I think I need to blend that a little bit. It's so hard for me not to raise this eyebrow because I have a little bit of a hood over here and that crease goes right down. That's kind of annoying. But if I raise, then I don't get a true picture of what's happening once I, you know, when I'm looking straight forward. So, okay, we're gonna leave it like that. Yeah, palettes with a magnifying mirror built in them. Oh my gosh, that would be great. It's not, it's actually like over 40 or over mid 40s that we need that. But yeah, because I notice when I'm using a palette versus using my Simple Human mirror, I don't have nearly as much confidence in getting ready because I'm so used to my 5 times magnification, which is just enough to help. And plus that light helps too. And I do have a travel handheld. I can't even see my lashes because this is such a dark look. That green is so deep. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what the two palettes look like together when we're done. Put on this lip liner and lip gloss. Okay. This is the, I was about to tell you, I didn't want to tell you wrong. This is the Shiseido eye curler. I alternate between this and the Surratt, however you want to say it. I just find they work best for my particular eye shape. Hang on, I've got to get something. Okay, so I have this. I've got this KatVonD Go Big or Go Home, and I'm not sure if it's going to hold my curl, and I really don't want to test that out today, but I will have a verdict for you. But I'm going to put on this Rocket Volume, just a tiny, tiny coat of the Rocket Volume waterproof, just because it's what I have handy, and it will hold my curl. So I don't think this is going to, well, I mean, it's not really going to, I don't know. I mean, it's a good mascara, but you see that? But I'm not going to put on enough to where I can't tell what the KatVonD is going to do. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Becky, I do have a mascara video. I feel like it's kind of old. It's not one of my, I don't know. It's not highly viewed, but it was kind of how to apply, something about how to apply mascara if you have wimpy lashes or something, keep them curled all day. That's clearly not the title, but I have kind of hard to deal with lashes, and so they're kind of a pain. So if you do have a mascara mishap, just patiently wait for it to dry and then go in with a spoolie and scrape it off. Don't go in with a Q-tip. Helpful tip of the video. Okay, let's see. I need to separate my lashes with my lash comb. That is a must for me. I know, and a lot of times if I do apply mascara in a video, I do it as B-roll, just extra footage, and I do show it really quickly because it's just kind of boring. I don't even think my son's up yet. I thought that he would be coming in. Oh, thank you, Lena. Lena likes this look. I like Roller Lash, Benefit Roller Lash a lot as well. Wait, Gail, you're going to, oh, LA. I didn't know if you meant Louisiana, so I was confused. Never mind. That is another conversation. Yes, the Tweezerman lash comb. That is something I showed in a recent video. Okay, I'm not really digging this mascara so far. I always like to see, though. Actually, no. It's doing something. It's just going to be hard to see with this eye look. But it's kind of separating at the same time. Huh. I don't really have huge lashes to begin with, but I mean, that did something, and I'm not sure if I really need my lash comb. I'm glad you guys are liking this look. It is different for me. I don't usually do, you know, really bright, bold, colorful looks. I would like to see it on regular video with better quality camera. God, I got lashes on. I almost just said I got lashes on my lid again. I got mascara on my lid again. I'm gonna have to deal with that. Okay, big brush going on the lower lid. So for mascaras, you know, I gotta see if it flakes or smudges. Sorry, covering you up. Wait for this to dry a little bit, and then comb it out with the curler and not look in too many places. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put on Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. And thank you, Amy. Or no, it wasn't Amy. Oh gosh, it scrolled up really quickly. Strictly Beauty, the dark eye really suits you and it's not too much at all. Oh, and Amy says that look deserves falsies. It does, but I'm running errands and I'm not putting on falsies to run errands. That is not gonna work. Yes, that's a dog on the bed. He's always back there unless he is eating. Thank you, Adelie. Thank you for being here. He's always back there unless he's laying in his bed right there, or he's upstairs because one of the kids is eating, or he's at the groomer. But most of the time, he's here with me. Okay, so I'm gonna comb these lashes out and get any black gunk off of my lids. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are being so sweet about this look. No, he is not a Shih Tzu. He is a Havanese. He gets mistaken for a Shih Tzu a lot until people see his snout because it's longer. He actually, if it weren't for the black and white, he would look a lot like a Maltese, except he's bigger. That's just the shape of his face and body, but he's about 15 pounds. They're from the same lineage or something originally. Maltese, Bichons, and Havanese. See, this concealer, I just don't think that it's really high coverage. I don't know. I feel like my dark circles are just kind of there. I don't know. I'm not really loving it. I am going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder over my face because it might help kind of camouflage those dark circles. I don't know. I just, and you guys might not even be seeing them, but I am. And it's not like I'm looking up close and it's not fallout. I'm reading. I know the dog in the videos. He's just right back there. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. So I am going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. See, these are the things that you don't see when we're filming videos, when we have all those mishaps. And we just can edit them out and they turn out so perfectly. And we're like, this just kind of helps diffuse everything. It really didn't do a lot. I just feel like my circles are not, I don't really like that concealer. I'm going to have to fix this at some point today. Like, look, I feel like I look like Beetlejuice. The lip pencil, you don't see any. Okay, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I had a little bit of color corrector on underneath the YSL Touche Eclat high cover. I have three huge windows in front of me, and I do have my ring light on over here, and I have a lamp over here as well because I'm only on my webcam on my computer, which the quality is not very good. And so I had to have had to bring in reinforcements because if I just had my natural light, it would be super grainy. Yeah, one under eye is like darker and I don't know why. So, oh well, what you gonna do? So I'm sorry, I didn't tell you guys. This is the I Heart Revolution Chocolate Lip Gloss in the shade Chocolate Brownie, which I thought was such a great neutral shade. I've had this and I've never tried it. Yeah, Touche Eclat did not give hardly any coverage at all to me. It only highlighted, which I don't mind it for that, but this smells like a Tootsie Roll. FYI. And it's thick. Like, it's not. This has pigment to it. Hang on. This is the gloss. And it feels good. It kind of feels like a lipstick. Wendy says perfect is overrated. Mistakes let us know it's doable for us too. You know, thank you for saying that. It's true, because things don't go perfectly all the time. And sometimes I do leave that in my videos. And sometimes, you know, I don't know. It's just frustrating. Let's see. I've got, that is not a spoolie. That is a concealer brush. Okay. So have any other mascara? You know what I'm going to do? We're going to try once again to fix this under eye situation. I could fix it with the Touche Eclat, or I could fix it with my Armani. Do I even have the regular Touche Eclat in here? I thought I did, but then it fell. Oh, wait, is that what? Hang on one second. That might be what fell on my floor. That is what fell on my floor. This, I'm impressed with this. Hang on one second. Okay. Okay, so I have the YSL Touche Eclat in 2.5. Okay, hang on. Why is it that I never have a tissue with me? I love the Armani Concealer. So Sandra asked, do I feel the Armani helps dark circles? Yes, yes, yes. And it's hydrating. Oh my God, I freaking love it. Can I emphasize that any more? Okay. This worked. Except I missed a little bit of mascara right there. So I'm pretty sure I have that in my my last top concealers video. All right, let's see, because this is like, we're gonna see about remedying this here. I just put one dot. Better than the I don't have the Hourglass Concealer. Concealer? I don't have that one. I haven't tried that one. I have a top concealers video, and actually, have I updated that? I have the Too Faced Sculpting Concealer was pretty much my holy grail concealer. You know, I'm always flip-flopping because I'll try something new and I'm like, this one's the best one ever. This one's the best one ever. And then I'll try something else and that one will be great. But the Armani is really, it's killing it. I just feel like everything is measured against that one. And you guys, I'm going to say something in my Urban Decay naked skin video that's coming up. Stay naked. My Urban Decay Stay Naked video that's coming up about their concealer, because I'm also reviewing the concealer. I think that helped a lot. Do you guys? Okay, thank you. You guys were saying it made a difference. Mimi Judy Bug says, go Tigers. Go Tigers. I am looking. So when my video that's coming out Thursday is the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation and concealer, and I do compare the Urban Decay Stay Naked to the Naked Skin because I love that foundation. I don't really need to set this either. I'm just going to leave it. I feel like, well, I'm not gonna say everything that I, will say in that video, but what I'm gonna do, this is my bronzer brush that has my bronzer on it, and I'm just tapping it because it's just kind of white under there. So I had an incident with the Stay Naked concealer. And I talk about it in that video, but it was because of something. And the Armani, I happened to be texting with Michelle Wong at the time, and the Armani came to my rescue. I was like, once again, it does its job, and it does it in a phenomenal way. And it would, I can't say enough good things about the Armani concealer. And now some people think it's too thin, that it doesn't conceal well, and it is thin, but it works really, really well if you want a natural hydrating look, but you don't want a necessarily super made up look, but you still want to have good coverage. I still wear corrector under it because concealers don't always address the discoloration underneath. So I do still wear corrector under it, but I don't need a lot. I just need a little bit to counteract the purple, but it's so good. I know, I wonder, I need to see this mascara without dark eye makeup. I am liking this look though. I kind of want to blend this out a little bit. I'm never satisfied. I'm like, oh, I want to blend this out some more right here. Just right here. I kind of feel like I just kind of stopped blending just to move on with the live. I really loved the Tarte Maracuja concealer. It is very thick and you only need a tiny, tiny amount, but I feel like I've found better concealers that are easier to work with since I used to talk about that concealer all the time. So why don't I move that mirror? So yeah, so it's a good mascara. There's kind of a technique to applying it so that it does work really well. So yeah. The Armani Power Fabric, this one right here. So good. This is the Armani Power Fabric Concealer. Oh my gosh, something just went in my eye. I have the shade 3.5, and I just find it to work so well. So I kind of alternate between this and the Too Faced Sculpting. I don't know, I have a few that I alternate now. The Too Faced Sculpting, I have one from Bare Minerals, the stick. I've been using the Marc Jacobs stick a little bit too. The new one, it's kind of new. This one, I was using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away, I think. And I feel like everything Armani is 20% off on the website. Like everything Armani. Maybe it's time for me to actually try the, the reformulation of the eye tints. So, okay, thank you for that. Who said that? Cindy. Thank you for that, Cindy. What was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. I got so thrown off by the Armani being 20% off. So I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so I feel like I reach for the Armani more than anything because it goes with every kind of look. Whereas the Too Faced Sculpting, I feel like I really want to have a full face of foundation on and just kind of have, you don't have to be fully covered, but just have kind of a look. Like I'm not going to be going to run errands in my lightweight skin-like foundations and have on the Too Faced Sculpting. It's just a little bit more than that, but the Armani I can wear with that look, but I can also wear it with a fully done makeup look too. So that's why I like the Armani. It's a little more versatile. And I do like to blend it out with my fingers. Sometimes a sponge, but it's easy to do with my fingers. I've been getting more into using my fingers for my concealer. I don't know why. So that's it today, guys. We played, oh no, it's not. I didn't look at the two palettes now that I've played with the Identity. I was going to look at the two palettes because, oh, by the way, Sephora is having their summer, I think it's summer bonus sale. I just got the flyer in the mail yesterday and it starts on Monday. So I think next Tuesday's chat, I might just be talking about random stuff from there, and we'll just talk because I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know if I'm going to get anything. Well, I mean, I'm going to get something because I have things on my wish list. But anyway, they did it last year for the first time, and they're doing it again. Thank you, Christy. Christy says that I am a YouTuber that she trusts whether I do sponsor content or not. Thank you. That does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Because that is, I mean, that's what matters. You know, you guys and your trust, and you guys come first. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize you guys because you're the reason why I'm here. So thank you. Oh, I didn't list my nail polish. Thank you. I will list that. Anything that I talked about that I didn't list in my description box already, I will list within the next few hours. I am going to run errands with my son to get his laptop, but it'll be at some point by dinner time. So check back. I'll have it in there. This is Sally Hansen Buff and Tumble. It's there. It's this. Because, I mean, Sally Hansen has about 500 different nail polish lines. It's the Insta Dry Buff and Tumble. I actually need a new one because this is such a great thing to throw on if you just need a quick coat of polish that's going to dry quickly. I was doing some B-roll and needed to have my hands in the footage yesterday. And I was like, oh, I'll just throw in my Buff and Tumble. It dries very quickly. So I just started doing more of my reviews in natural lighting. Tanya, are you referring to what I've been doing lately? Tanya says something about my reviews in natural lighting. She likes that I do them in natural lighting. And thank you, Renee. I wasn't, because I mean, I do them all in natural lighting, but I usually have the additional ring light. And then one day I just decided to drop the ring light and up the brightness on my camera. And I really liked it a lot. And I feel like the feedback was good. So I'm trying to do that when I can. It's not always possible just because of the weather. If the weather fluctuates too much and the clouds are doing crazy things with the lighting, I do have to have the ring light on, or if it's evening or something like that, I have to have it on because it makes the footage, the camera quality all grainy and stuff like that. So thank you guys. Y'all are sweet. So I think this is Persona Identity 1, and I love this palette. I adore it. I talk about it all the time, and it's just, this is one of my top favorite palettes of all time. Quality-wise, looks-wise, just everything. It was meant for brown eyes, but I have blue eyes, and this works so great to get just a wash of color, a full out eye look, smoky, daytime, whatever. And this, I think, complements the Identity 2, complements the Identity 1 in such a great way, because you're obviously, this is not a subtle palette. You could get a subtle daytime look with if you use the mattes in this palette. And even if you use this brown shimmer, you could get a daytime look or a subtle look, but it has such vibrant pops of color in here that you could really just take these two palettes with you and get a total eye look from these palettes. I mean, really any eye look you want. And you can even line with the brown and the black here. I mean, I love these. I can't speak enough good things about them. So yeah, I mean, Risa recommends the Identity 1. I'm pretty sure that I made her get this palette because I raved about it all the time. And I was like, why don't you have this palette? And she loves it for brown eyes. And I do too. I think it's great, but I think it's beautiful for blue eyes. So I was wondering if she was going to do another Identity palette for a different color of eye, but I like that she went this route instead. But I do have the Copper Theory palette, which is for blue eyes, which I love too. Everything's falling apart. But that quality is really great too. I mean, the quality for shadows, I don't know what she has done to create the perfect formula of eyeshadow. Mattes and shimmers, they're perfect. They really are. I mean, I have higher quality or higher end palettes, and the quality is not this good. So Gail, so you asked Risa if you should get Soft Glamour Persona, and you ended up not getting either. Oh, Mackenzie, I'm so sorry about your dog. Frankie, I'm so sorry. I feel like everybody likes this palette. I don't care what color eyes you have. So yes, it's a great purchase. And when Ulta does their sales too, you can't go wrong. Yes, I mean, both of her palettes are fantastic. I fully endorse. Not that that matters. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. I just kind of wanted to do my makeup with you and have some fun and create kind of a different look. And I am going to run errands and go get my son's laptop for college so that we can send him off on Saturday. So that's what I'm doing. And Luke says bye in his own way. Luke, hello. Can I reach him? Oh, hey. So he says bye, kind of. Persona. Everything's in the description box if you guys missed it. But the Persona Identity 2 is what I used on my eyes today. All right, guys. Thanks. It was fun. As always, I'll see you next Tuesday.